to an existing main. 42 Forest Street, that job just can't seem to get out of its own way. There's been nobody working there for 2 weeks other than the gentleman doing the curbs. I heard their supervisor quit. The lead electrician left for another company. So we're watching that one. I hope it can get back on track. And then yesterday, and I'll talk about it more at the end of next month when I know a little bit more, we issued another permit, a building permit for a new modular building at the transfer station. Be a new scale house, I guess. And that's really all I have. If anybody has any questions for me.
Paul, I'd like to make a comment, if I may, please.
Sure.
I personally appreciate seeing your regular advice columns in the local newspapers. And I know many of us have seen these before, not only from yourself, but from your predecessor. But we have many new people moving into this town, not just this year, but any given year. And it's always good to make everyone aware of, the important safety factors that you present. And this time it had to do with burn permits, especially as people are doing their spring cleanups and all that around town. And it's well appreciated. And it's been mentioned to me in the exact same way that including from some realtors who have said, yeah, we need to remind people, that we do have rules and regulations about burning. So thank you very much for doing that and staying on top of it.
Well, thank you, Commissioner.
Okay. Anything else for Fire Marshal? Okay. Is there any old business before the commission?
Not for me.
Okay. New business. There is one piece of new business that came up literally in the past 24 hours, and that is we received a verbal, I'll call it alert or something to that effect, from the First Selectman's office that as we are a town body that has 3 or less participants, meaning the commissioners, and only a few members of the public that generally attend, that barring any other changes in the COVID regulations for town, that we can hold our May meeting in person. And I am going to move forward on that and when it's time to schedule the meeting, meaning post the agenda, unless we are told differently by the First Selectman's office that we can't, and I understand that the COVID circumstances can change, but other than that, I look forward to holding the May meeting in person, and that's my new business before the commission. Beth, do you have any comment on that, please?
I look forward to sitting in the same room with you, gentlemen.
Great. And we do welcome, hopefully everything's good by then. And if we do hold it, we do welcome members of the public. And Mike, you're on the line, including yourself. We do have to remember that we have to obey all the extant COVID precautions, including masks and social distancing. But yeah, it'll be nice to get together again. So look forward to it. Let's see what happens. Anyway, let's move on. We need to approve a tuition reimbursement per the collective bargaining agreement for Captain Petrone. He has submitted his request and it is per the collective bargaining agreement. And I would like to make a motion to approve that tuition reimbursement so long as it is along the in line with the CBA. Beth?
Do you know what course he'll be taking?
Oh, yeah, yes, I do. It's toward his bachelor's degree and it's in fire science.
Great. I move we approve the tuition reimbursement according to the CBA.
Second, therefore it's approved. Chief, would you care to update us on Rescue 5? I believe you might have gone up to Gowan's Night today.
We did. Kevin, Betty, and I went up to the factory in Watertown, Connecticut today to look at the rescue truck. The body is substantially together. The doors aren't on, and it's just tack welded together. But we went up to look at compartments and configurations and configured doors up on top. We've got a bunch of coffin compartments which are new. We don't have them on the current vehicle, but we're going to be able to climb up on top of this one. And we have what they call coffin compartments. They're long, skinny compartments. They're very long. We're just trying to figure out how many doors we should put on them. If we only put on one door, it would be 15 feet long. So we're going to probably make it a minimum of 2, maybe 3 doors. We looked at the other compartments. I sent a couple of pictures out. I'm not sure if I copied the committee, the commissioners, but
Yeah, we got them.
you can stand up in these compartments. You can get in the truck and stand up in these compartments. They're really big. We're going to have room for the next 25 years with this truck. We're very pleased with the workmanship. They hope to finish up the body in the next 2 to 3 weeks and then remove it from the chassis and send it to the paint shop where they would obviously paint it and then start mounting hardware on it and reinstall it back on the chassis. And we asked them for a ballpark on the delivery date, and they really wouldn't commit to anything, but it will probably be in the fall.
Okay.
And our current rescue truck, just so you know, is out of service. We have an air leak with problem with the brake system. It's at the highway department. They're working on it. We hope to have it back this week. And engine 7 is also out of service for a some kind of an unknown problem. We've got the technician coming down tomorrow to look at it. We have a check engine light and an alarm ringing, and we're not exactly sure what it is, but we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully it's something very simple like a sensor.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions for the chief on the rescue? If not, the next item will mostly be covered in executive session, and that's discussing the final stages of the promotional process for lieutenant. Just as a heads up, we will go into an executive session and review and approve the final questions that with which we will work with the candidates, and we will also choose a date for those interviews. So with that, let me get back into this. I'm going to ask the fire marshal if he will excuse us, and Fire Marshal Payne, you are free to go this evening. We're going to go into executive session. We'll hold a motion to do that. And I believe Mike Dinan has checked off, but we also have someone else on, and we're going to ask them to.
I'll leave now. Thank you, guys.
See you later,
Hello?
Mike. Okay.
Okay, so right now I see myself, Commissioner Jones, Fire Marshal Payne, if you will excuse us, please. I'll cut you off, is okay?
Very good. Good night, all.
Good night. Thank
Fire
you,
Marshal.
Paul.
Thank you for your
Very much.
report. Thanks for everything. Okay, so right now I show myself, Beth, the chief, and the assistant chief. And let's do some of the easy things first. Number one, we have 3 candidates.
Should I make a
Oh,
motion?
wait,
to
whoa,
go
whoa,
into
whoa, I'm
executive
sorry,
session?
I'm sorry. Yes, please make a
I
motion.
move that we go into executive session with the commissioners, the chief, and the assistant chief.
I second that motion. We are now, meeting of the Fire Commission is May 11th, 2021 at 7:30. However, we will, and I'll get it posted, we will have our interviews when we get them posted, tentatively, and this is on the record here, tentatively on Wednesday, the 21st. And we'll do those in the evening, beginning at 6:30. And I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'd like to second that.
Then we are adjourned. Chief, thank you so much. Beth, thank you.
Okay, and I'll wait to hear from you about Friday.
Yeah, I didn't call Cheryl till late this afternoon.
You
And
know, I wonder if we
You might
can't.
want,
do
you might
it
want to turn
together,
off the
is that-
recorder. You might want to stop the recording.